I don't know if you know, or if any of the viewers know, but I came second in Good Enough's last tournament.
Amazing. Well done. How did you do it?
I don't know how I did it.
I didn't mean to look that shocked. Sorry. The journey continues, Pokemon fans. My name is Pete and I'm live on Twitch every Thursday and Sunday as Durhamdad. I'm here with my Galar T and my Galar Scone, getting ready for my interview today with Dragons Danglers, who's a great UK streamer, plays Pokemon during the week, and I hope you'll enjoy this conversation we had talking about 10 cards that we have been playing in the Chilling Reigns series. If you do enjoy this video, please do go check out Dragons Danglers. I'll copy a link to him below. Right, so once Swell goes out, that's going to be I think that's going to be a very different thing. That's going to elevate that, I think. But I'm not going to pick a fight with you on the first card, man. If you say God tier, that's all we'll put it. Let's go Blaziken VMAX next. I kind of feel like Blaziken VMAX and Zeraora, wherever one goes, the other one's got to go. Have you played much of those?
Decks. I've read the cards and I've tried to build a deck.
Yeah.
And all the way through playing the deck, I'm just thinking, this is a longer version of Rapid Strike Urshifu.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It's a mixed up way of trying to get a damage inactive and damage on the bench for a similar amount of damage that the Rapid Strike Urshifu would probably do quicker. In my opinion.
We're going Dad tier then.
For me, it's Dad tier, okay. But unless you've got something else that...
No.
Don't forget, I am only 3 months in, and I'm,
No. I put it in there because a lot of people went for it very quickly. I noticed when Chilling Reigns first came out, a lot of people went for that one very quickly because it does the energy acceleration plus it does the bench sniping. And I could understand that, but it just didn't seem to get moving quick enough. Like you say, you've got other bench snipers like Urshifu that are doing the job quicker with Chinchino and the like of it. So,
yeah, and I mean, it might be. Let me just bring up. It might be the fact that Blaziken V's moves just do not help it at all. You've got to have more energy on the Blaziken V than you do the Blaziken VMAX to do the move.
Yeah,
by two extra energies.
I don't think you're really hitting much for weakness that's that important either, are you? I know Lockmetal's having a little bit of a comeback, but ultimately, other than Lockmetal, what are you hitting for weakness?
Unless, Metagross VMAX, that's... I haven't tried a deck with that yet, but that does seem like a pretty strong card.
Strong card, not seen it played yet. Not seen it played anyway.
No. I've seen a few decks with it, but I don't think they utilised it. I think they were still concentrating on Zamazentas and Luke Metal. They just had it in the background just as a just-in-case Pokemon, I think.
Maybe, rotation's going to come, Luck Metal's going to go out, a few other techs are going to go out, and then Metagross will find its way in.
Yeah.
We're agreeing. We're agreeing very well on this so far. Let's go with another one I think we'll agree on pretty much. So, Slowking VMAX. I think I've seen you play Slowking VMAX, haven't I? Glaring Slowking VMAX.
Yeah, I've played that with the Houndoom single strike. It works really well.
I feel like there's a bug coming.
It's once people are aware of what Slowking V does, because I ran Memory Capsule on the VMAX so that I could still use the V moves. But once people are aware of what that does, there's a lot of... You don't get as many knockouts as you think you're going to get.
Yeah. And I think people were keen on it, so they knew what it was doing fairly quickly, I think, and that's a shame.
And it's part of that try meta that we're finding. It's the dark against the fighting against the psychic, and it's like a big triangle that you... So depending on how the ladder's treating you on that day, if it starts putting you against a load of Rapid Strike Urshifus, which you usually find it will do, if you build a deck like that, then you're a bit out of luck.
100%, man. 100%. Do you know what? The thing I feel most sad about is the fact that the artwork is so nice that I want it to be more playable than it is, because I just love the artwork on those cards.
Yeah, they are nice, aren't they? Yeah. And do you know, it's not a bad deck because in a perfect world, the way it would work would be to Houndoom your single strike energies onto your VMAX,
Yep.
hit, Cheryl the energies into discard, then earn a vitality, the energies back into your deck, and then Houndoom them back on. So if you can get that cycle going, it works really well, but it's just trying to set that up. And again, I'm not the most... I need a little help probably from my more experienced viewers to try and get that working a little bit better, I think.
Off topic, do you find that you do get a lot of coaching from your viewers?
Oh, loads, even if I don't ask for it.
Pokemon AMV Masters just jumped in my chat to say hi. He's like, Dragons Danglers? I thought it was offline.
He's offline, I thought. I'm just guest speaking. I'm doing a bit of guest speaking, you know. When the money's right, I go where the money is.
I tell you what, he insisted on his logo being top and centre. That was the only condition.
Yeah.
So,
I only eat red M&Ms. I want the room temperature to be 17 degrees.
So you want this in God tier, don't you? I'm kind of half and half on.
No, I'm in middle, mate.
In middle, okay.
When it's working, it's really good, but it just depends.
Okay. I'm gonna pick another one. I think we're both gonna agree on pretty quick, and I'm just gonna put it where I think it should go. Blissey V, straight in the God tier. Have you tried it out?
It's the next one that I want to build.
Okay.
But I've battled quite a few today as well on stream.
Yeah.
Um,
What's your hit rate? Are you 50-50 on it, or?
Before Blissey V came out, I play the Cramorant deck with Porygon Z.
Right.
Now that, again, it's got to be working really well. You've got to just get the things into place. But with Blissey V today, this is it. This just actually brings in lucky energy as well. Actually, this story, I was battling somebody on the ladder, and I had my Urshifu Rapid Strike, so they were weak against me. But obviously they've got all the weakness guard energy, the special energies that they keep putting on, so it was nullifying the weakness. If you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
So it was like we were battling. They were running cards, getting right down to it, and it worked out that I needed one energy to hit his Pokemon. He had 4 lucky energies on there, and it drew 4 cards. And he only had 3 left.
Yeah.
And it decked him out. And I were in. Honestly, it was the best match for today. I well enjoyed it. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Let's go. Right, I reckon. Should we go for something a bit more controversial? Because I think so far we've agreed on everything. So, what do I think is going to divide us? I'm going to go with Avery. I'm going to put Avery. I'm not going to say where I think Avery should go. You tell me.
I think Avery is a very deck-specific card, so I think it's a dad tier, to be honest. Okay. And the reason I think that is the only way I can see that sort of card works is against something like an Eternatus, because if other decks have a full bench and you use an Avery, their full bench is usually because they've Dedenade or Crobatted onto the bench.
And you just easy prizes
so they just get rid
potentially
of that.
Just disappearing. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Unless you're using the echoing horn that we were going to talk about, which brings the Pokemon out of this discard onto the bench.
Yeah. I feel like I've slept on echoing horn a lot. Have you putting that as a staple now in your decks?
I haven't used it, but looking at it, the way I run my Rapid Strike Urshifu is I put a Persimmon on the bench, I put the Telescopic Sight on active, and then if somebody's put a Dedenne and a Crobat on the bench, I can take them both out in one hit.
Yeah.
So I'm getting 4 prize cards from one hit.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking if they've Giovanni'd maybe, or I don't know if somehow they've got their Dedennes off the bench and discarded them. If I can bring them onto the bench on purpose before I do that hit,
100%.
then it works for me. It works.
100%.
Gets me a lot more prize cards.
Yeah. You almost want to have fun in a deck where you can Avery the prizes off and then bring them back with Equitable. That's the dream.
Yeah. That'd be good. That.
I feel like I feel like you're right. It's very deck specific. So if I come across Avery and I'm playing Eternus, I'm probably gonna have to scratch my head a little bit. But if I've otherwise just got Crobats and Dedenne sitting there, then I'm probably quite happy for them to play an Avery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and if it also goes against, because obviously if you put some damage on an active and they switch it out to put onto bench, if you then play Avery, there's a big chance that they'll take that off.
Yeah.
So that it, because you might be able to just boss it in and single hit it for 2 or 3 prizes if it's one of the main Pokemon that they're using.
Can you imagine Avery where you get to choose which ones come off the bench?
That'd be better.
That would do the job.
That'd be better.
Let's go in again. What are we going for? We've got 4 cards left. Shout me out. Which one do you want to take?
What have we got? Old Cemetery?
Yeah, okay. I'm putting that straight there. Straight there. I feel like if you're playing a Psychic deck and you put Old Cemetery up, then every time your opponent attaches, that's 20 damage. I mean, that just racks up so quick. Yeah. If I'm playing a Luck Melt and I've got to get on like 3 energies onto a Zacian, 2 energies onto a Luck Metal, 3 energies onto a Zamazenta, I'm already down so much damage.
Mm-hmm. And then if you use Horror Energy on your Psychic,
don't.
Active.
Yeah.
And if you get a couple of those on, that's another 40 damage when they attack you.
Yeah. It's
Plus
great.
if you get a Rugged Helmet on, that's another 20 damage.
Rugged Helmet, where do they get these names from? It's great being a Psychic player right now.
Sorry, I meant Rocky Helmet, not Rugged Helmet.
You said what you saw.
Rocky Helmet.
Oh dear. Right. I'll tell you what, we've got to fall out over something, man. It's going too quickly, too easily. It's got to be one of these last 3 cards. It's got to split us. Come on. Which one are you going for?
Lucky Energy?
Yep. I know where that's going. I've got no doubt you're going to say God Tier.
I'd put it in God Tier.
Yeah. I didn't even.
If you can utilise 3 or 4 of those on any Pokemon, it's as good as a Chinchino or Minchino on your bench. It's
totally.
You're getting 8 cards out, aren't you?
100%.
Does it
100%.
take 1 or 2 cards?
1. Yeah.
Might be 1.
Yeah, but like you say, once you got 4 on there, you're absolutely laughing in. If you're playing that Blissey V deck where you're going to have 3 or 4 in play at any one time, just insane amount of draw power you can get.
And you pull it. You can pull them out of discard with your Pokemon's attack.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, totally, 100%, man. 100%. I have to admit, when I first looked at the list, I just glazed straight past Lucky Energy. Didn't occur to me it would be as good as it is or as played as it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That should be.
I'm just thinking now. I'm gonna get some Lucky Energy in my Cramorant deck and switch it around a little bit.
Have I won you over?
Yeah. It's won me over, yeah.
Let's look at these last 2 cards. I think these 2 are gonna split us. These 2 are gonna split us because I play turn. So for me, that Moltres is a lifesaver. It's a lifeline on Moltres.
The Moltres is.
Are you an E-turn player? Have you played much Eternus?
No.
Right. So you're probably not as excited about it as I am then.
I haven't used it in any deck yet.
Oh man. Have you used any of the Galarian birds?
I've had Zapdos in my
Okay.
deck.
Is it getting much use?
Everyone was screaming, no. But it's, I purely think it's because of the ladder and how PTC Go plays.
Right.
I think if I took that deck into a tournament, I would be coming up against the Eternatus decks, which is obviously a weakness to Shadow Rider. But if I got Zapdos out, that's the weakness to Eternatus, and you have that many Pokemon on your bench with the Crobats and everything. The cost of the attack would probably be either be one or no energies.
Right. So let's get Malamar out of the way. Come on. You haven't played much against it, and you haven't played much with it, so you're probably not going to feel too strongly about this one, are you?
It was one of the first decks I built.
Chilling
Reigns.
Yeah. But
it was literally probably day 1 or day 2 of Chilling Reigns coming out.
Yeah.
I haven't gone back to it since. I've seen it played. I probably played against it twice.
And what was the outcome? How did you get on?
I think I got beat once with it, and I won once. But I think if you're running again, I go back to my Rapid Strike Urshifu deck. If I'm running that and I can take 2 Pokemon out pretty quickly,
yeah,
it seems to nullify it, and I tend to get the win. But if it takes me a while to set whatever deck up that I'm using up, it gives them chance to get theirs set up, and you tend to find you've got no chance with it being single prize.
Yep. Do we want to take it into the gutter, or are we leaving it in the middle?
Well, what's your experience with it, though?
I'm getting smashed with it, man. I'm getting smashed with it. I'm sick of the sight of it. Every time it pops, I have nightmares now where it just pops up in front of me, and I'm awake like this, like jolting out of bed.
New tea party.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, did you ever play any Lost March? Very similar.
I know about it.
Yeah,
I know about it.
Exactly. As soon as it comes up, you know what it is, and you know what it's going to do, and you're just frantically scrabbling to get your quick attackers out because you know it will hit you hard and fast.
I need to revisit it because it was the very first deck I thought, it's actually going to be quite a good meme deck, this. But if you're telling me it's a strong deck anyway,
I mean it's a single prizer to start with, and it's running off the back of all the Rapid Strike stuff. So you've got all the tech cards in there that you can possibly get your hands on. You can get auxiliary to accelerate the energies onto it. There's just so much you can do with it.
It only puts the cards back into your deck, doesn't it?
It does.
It doesn't discard them.
No. So you're not even going to deck out with it like you would with teapots. Big teapot fan.
Okay. Travis is back.
Travis,
got some food.
Got a prize for you, Travis. You and go back, take the codes.
How dare you eat food when this interview is going on?
I tell you what, we've done 10 cards in 30 minutes. We flew through that.
Easy. It's because we pretty much agreed on them all. I'd put Malamar in God tier. I haven't had enough experience against it or with it to form
there we go.
an opinion yet, I don't think.
It can edge over. It can overlap.
It's overlapping.
What can we? The middle tier is the kind of Dragons Danglers logo. Dear,
got it.
You done, man. I really appreciate that. I really enjoyed that. I thought that was
my pleasure.
I thought that was really helpful because a lot of these cards you play and play and play, and you don't always get other people's opinions on, and you kind of think, "Am I going the right way with that?"
Yeah, and again, the most experience I get is from the viewers that come in and go, "Well, have you not tried this? Why have you not done that?"
Yeah.
And when they use their decks that they've already made that have got these cards in, that's where I learn the most, and I think, that'd be a very good card in X, Y, and Z deck that I've got.